Okay, so we're going to press a flower. I have my flower press here, and this beautiful flower I found while I was on my walk today. And so I always keep paper towels in here. You can see where I've pressed other flowers. So what I'm going to do is my paper towels will absorb any water that's in the flower as it is pressed. And there's also a couple of pieces of cardboard on here just to kind of give it that extra, you can see like sometimes it just needs something else to absorb the flower's natural water and, you know, things like that. So I place the flower how I want it to lay once it's pressed. Oh, we have a friend on here, so hold on, let me rescue him. Excuse me. Hi. Come with me, please. This ant does not want to be rescued. But I don't want it to get pressed with this flower, so let's see if we can get it to crawl on me. It's like, I don't know you, I don't know what you want. Oh, come on, mister, or miss, or whatever you are. It's just not gonna crawl on me. Okay, so I'm gonna move the flower. Oh, really? You're just determined. Okay. I really want to put you back outside. Can you do that for me? Okay. Well, I'm going to let it crawl around for a little bit, and I'm going to just keep an eye on it. I don't want to kill it. It doesn't deserve to die just because I picked a flower. So, my stem is longer than my flower press, so I'm probably going to trim that. Actually, I am going to trim that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you down here so you can see. Meanwhile, I'm going to chase down my little insect friend. Oh, there you are. Come here. Come here. All right. I caught the insect friend. Here it is. So I'm gonna go put the insect friend outside real quick, and then I'll come back and we'll finish this. Okay, I left our little insect friend on a bush so it can live out its days in nature like it was intended to. As for us, we have a flower to press. So I'm going to take my snippers, and I'm just going to, let's see if I can get you a view of this here. I'm just going to take my snippers and just snip the end like that. All right, now our flower friend is where I wanted it on my board. Everything is going to fit on the board, on my flower press board. Now I want to make sure that when I crush this, it will crush accordingly and not just pell-mell however. So what I would like is for it to be kind of open. So I'm going to try to arrange it to where that will happen, and this like bud part that's unbloomed, I want it kind of below. So kind of know where you want your flower to be, like how you want it placed. So as soon as you get everything where you want it, you take your other napkin, paper towel. You can use regular paper. So I'm kind of just laying that to where it's open exactly the way I want it, and this paper towel will hold it the way I need it to be held. And then I'm going to take my other piece of cardboard, setting that on top, and then finally the top of my flower press. Now, let's see if I can get you a view of this. I'm going to lace up my flower press. And I don't want to like shift this too much, so I want to make sure that it is even when I press it, because otherwise it's going to roll that flour and it's going to crush it in a way that I don't want it to crush. So I'm just going to tighten this, and I can feel that flour crushing as I pull these straps tight. So the top strap, I'm gonna go ahead and run it through. And I'm going to tighten it. I'm going to press down on the flower press and tighten this strap as much as I can. And then I'll do the same thing for this other strap. Use that body weight. Try not to shift your board too much. You can also do this with books. If you have enough heavy books, just place the flour between and then stack the books on top and leave it for a few days. So once you have your flour where you want it and you have your flower press nice and tight, I might even come through a couple of times over the next couple of days and tighten this some more. So I will leave this for a few days. It will just be in a place that's kind of out of the way. If you want to put it where it's a little like warmer so that the water and the flour dries out a little bit, that works, but just leaving it in here should just do the trick. And then those paper towels will absorb that excess water that's in the flour. And then I will show you the reveal when it is done, but until then it will be in here. So I'll see you in a couple of days to reveal this flower. Okay, so it's been a few days. I've already unbuckled and taken a peek, but here's what you would do. You would unbuckle, open it up, you would gently remove this. I've already removed it, so and then you would gently lift your paper towel, and I noticed right away that my flour broke during the process, but it is still, when it got pressed, it's all really attached really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little dab of glue and glue that, but I like to seal mine with Mod Podge anyway because it preserves it longer. So as I Mod Podge over that, it'll seal all of that where it is, and it'll repair this little piece. So when I Mod Podge, I'll do a video of that, and yeah. So the next thing you'll see is me sealing this flower with some Mod Podge and making sure it's preserved. I don't want to, because it's broken, I don't want to like move it around too much. So you'll just see in the time-lapse video me sealing that and repairing this little bit. So, and I'll probably use a clamp to keep that still while it rejoins the rest of it. So that's what you'll see in the time-lapse. Okay, so as you saw in the time lapse, I used the Mod Podge on my flower. I just used some paper underneath so I didn't get it all over my work surface. Then I tried to use my clamp to clamp that broken piece on. It didn't work out. So I went ahead and just used a little bit of masking tape. When I remove the masking tape, it will be ever so gently. And then I've got 2 drying racks under. I've just kind of meshed them together to where there's more surface area for the flower to rest on as it dries. And I did both sides with the Mod Podge. And actually there we go. So I did both sides with the Mod Podge so that it'll dry nice and hard and sealed in. These drying racks are from the Dollar Tree. They're just baking racks that the Dollar Tree has. I just grabbed like 4 of them, and yeah. So I use those for my drying racks for my wet art. If you were looking for something similar, try the Dollar Tree. Their like cooking and baking section should have something akin to this that you can use. Anyway, when I remove this tape, it will be very gently in hopes that it has gone ahead and dried that. If for whatever reason, the Mod Podge does not work, I will try another solution. But my goal is that this flower will go into my journal. So if the Mod Podge doesn't work, I will work that into my journal somehow. But in the meantime, we're going to try this masking tape and see if that holds it nice and still for us. If I can just stop messing with it. Anyway, so that's where we are in our flower pressing journey at this point. I hope that you have enjoyed this flower pressing video. I hope that you go out and find flowers and press them yourselves with some books, or putting them under heavy boxes or anything like that would work. You don't need a fancy flower press, but if you do find a good flower press, snatch it up. It's worth it. I hope that you like this video, subscribe. Come visit us over on Facebook, Lady Skhi Creations group page. Show us your flowers that you've pressed. We would love to see that. The whole group are very artsy people, and we all enjoy seeing each other's arts. Also, come see us over. There's more artists and things that follow on my page on Instagram, Lady Skhi Creations. And for artwork that's for sale that I've made, you can visit me on my website, ladyskicreations.com. I also have a little blog there, and some other like galleries and things like that. So please do check out ladyskicreations.com if you have a chance, and share this video with your friends and your weird relatives. Much love to you. Have a great day and be well.